This is Mac Miller. Right now you're watching Hard Knock TV, so don't change the channel. Biatch!
I feel like $1,000,000, but my money don't really feel like I do. And from the ground I built my own damn buzz. People was amazed I was still in high school, but now I'm out. And money what I'm about, trying to get so much that I can't keep count. New kicks give me cushion like whoopee. Keep a smile like an eating pork cookie. Everything good, I'm white boy awesome. Up all night, Johnny Carson.
First off, congratulations. I know you just graduated high school.
Yeah.
How's it feeling to be out?
It's good, man. Especially it's good to jump into something like this serious and crazy right off the gate. So it's been good. It's kind of like it doesn't feel real yet. I'm still like, this can't be real. Waiting to wake up still, but it's tight.
Any thoughts of pursuing college, or are you trying to do music full time?
I mean, I'm definitely doing music full time for right now. I don't think college is at all like a bad thing. It's even for me, but I want to wait until I have something that I could gain from college. You know, like I'm not gonna go just to major in something random and party. I would want to go to like actually learn about something I'm really interested in.
Tell us a little bit about what the ride's been like from Mac and Ain't Easy all the way to now.
It's been so much progression. Like that's really been the coolest thing, and just like with myself and my team, seeing how we progress together and like become more official. You know, everywhere from like when I was 15, just recording random verses and throwing them together and calling it a mixtape, to like the next step where we like, you know, had a DJ and like thought about a playlist, to the next step of where we like kind of started thinking about like turning into just a whole project, to K.I.D.S, where it was like set up and like a chess move and everything was like thought about. And just to see like how we progress every step and how we go, you know, we drop something and then we think, how can we take it to the next level with what we've done? So that's the plan.
So at what point in the career did it go from Easy Mac to Mac Miller?
Early. Early in the career. I mean, that was like, when I was calling myself Easy Mac, it was because I was 15 and I was just kind of joking around. You know, I didn't really expect that to be like my rap name, but I didn't know what to call myself. And then it was kind of like, I just was like, all right, I mean, I was young. I was like almost like turning 16 when I decided to change my name. But I was like, yeah, it was like time to be a real artist, and I wanted to make real music and serious music and stuff to be taken seriously, and you just can't do that with that name.
When was the last time you went back and heard that original like mixtape?
I actually every from time to time I'll go back and listen to like all the old, you know, first tracks I've ever recorded and stuff, and I actually like really like them now. Not like I would show somebody if they're like, you're Mac Miller, play me a song. That wouldn't be the one I'd pick. But for me, it's just really cool to see like me that young and hear myself that young going so hard and like really hungry. So it's just, I still like it.
Hey, Kool-Aid and frozen pizza. It's a work of art, I ain't talking Mona Lisa. Dream of rockin' crowds, see me filling up arenas. This weed got me laughing like a damn hyena. Yeah, I live a life pretty similar to yours.
Who introduced you to hip-hop, and what were some of your early influences?
Well, like, my brother, I have an older brother, and so he was always listening to hip-hop when I was growing up. And it was kind of just like, you know, just watching MTV and just, you know, just being a part of being a kid and growing up, and you see all different kinds of music on radio and TV and stuff. But when I like the classic hip hop sound, I really got introduced to because all my friends have been 4 or 5 years older than me, 3 years older than me. So, you know, they were already all up on all that stuff. So, you know, coming up, they were just like, you gotta listen to this, you gotta listen to that, and it was really like that stuff really grabbed my ear a lot. Like I really liked it. It was like when I was 15, I was like the biggest Big L fan you will find, and no one else my age knew who that was, or like would listen to him with me. But like that was all I listened to when I wrote. Like Lifestyles of Poor and Dangerous was like my soundtrack.
What other artists do you remember listening to?
Well, I remember coming up, Outkast was like I remember I had an Outkast album when you know, we bought albums and they had the lyrics in the inside cover, and I used to like I used to put the CD on and try and rap along with Big Boy, and it was tough and I couldn't do it. So Outkast, let's see. My mom used to really listen to a lot of Lauryn Hill too, like when we were in the car. I'm just trying to think of really young, like what I was listening to. Because a lot of it was just kind of like what you heard, you know? Like, you don't, when I'm like 12 years old, I'm not, you know, having this huge music collection. But it was like a lot of different kinds of music. Like I was a huge Beatles fan and like Bob Marley, all different kinds of music. So it's been any genre for real.
You could definitely hear that in K.I.D.S because it's definitely represents a lot of genres. What was the concept behind putting K.I.D.S together for people who might not know?
Well, the concept was just like I wanted to kind of just make a project that kids my generation could really feel like represented what they were about, and just which was all about fun, you know, and it was really like we wanted to do some crazy spitting on it, so we made it kicking incredibly dope shit, which was like when we came up with that, I was like supercharged. I was like, that's genius. but yeah, the whole concept was kind of just like about, you know, just positive and being happy and having a good time and having people of my generation feel like, you know, they could relate to it, and having people of the older generation listen to it and remember, you know, kind of like reminisce on being younger. So it did that. That's why we had because all the real hip hop tracks on it, like the real 90s hip hop, obviously kids my generation, that's not the music of now, but of an older generation, that would be their music when they were my age. So I wanted people to be able to think back to being a kid.
Now, when I hear your music, it seems like you take pride in being a kid. Like I feel like a lot of younger artists are always like trying to be adults or trying to rap about stuff that I'm like, man, are you really living that at your age? Is that something that, you know, that is a conscious thing? Like, man, I want to rap like this demographic, or does that just come natural?
Well, I think it's like everything that follows, you know, the whole idea of being a kid is like something that I feel like is really important in everybody's life, you know, whether you're 18 or 52. You know, like having the whole aspect of just like the worry-freeness that like kids have is something, I mean, that I feel is a great aspect to have about you. So I mean, that's really, I mean, I think it's really me because I feel like on some levels I'm kind of mature, you know, like in talking and how I handle things, but at the same time, like I'm real goofy and weird and just like a little kid. Like I'm like 6 years old a lot of the time too. And I think that, like, you know, it's like nice, you know, when you see like someone that's older, like 30 or 40, really like acting like a kid, it's kind of just funny and just cool, just like to be able to connect with all different types of people just on being goofy.
Speaking of this year, there's a lot of hype going on about the Freshmen XL cover.
Yeah.
Who's going to be on it, who's not. If you were the editor and you could pick your list of who to put on
I would, if I could pick, I would definitely put, number one, I'd definitely put Big Krit on there. Like, I'm a huge Big Krit fan. I think that he's going to do something that really meaningful with music. Like, I think he's going to change the world. Like, that man is a beast. Definitely Big Krit. I listened to Kendrick Lamar's mixtape recently. That Overly Dedicated was super dope.
He shouted you out too.
He did?
We interviewed him 2 weeks ago, and he put you on there.
Yeah? Well, I gotta hit him up then. Yeah, he's real dope, man. I just think that like there's a lot of people that are making real good music right now. It could go anywhere. I feel like there's like they could have a lot of people on there, you know. I would definitely put Yelawolf on there after signing Shady. That's crazy. Like, shouts to him. I think there's just a lot of people doing their thing, and the list goes on, you know, and it could go any way. Who knows?
What up, Mac? I'm the nigga. We get these ladies wet when we grab the mic, and we gon' have them like, I see you, nigga. La 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 la. Hey, sit back, relax, ain't good looking with. I got these motherfuckers hating on the way the boy live, angry at the way they ladies always say that.
Wiz has Taylor Gang. Is there something that you call your fans?
See, I just kind of want my fans to be like them, you know, like for me, I have like, my thing is like most dope, and that's like me and my homies, and it's like our lifestyle, so like people to you know, follow that, and you know, the whole thumbs up is like the movement that I have, and it's like all about positive at all times and always just being, everything's cool, but I haven't thought of like a real cool name for my fans yet.
What's the label situation like? I know you're both on Rostrum. Are
Yeah.
you looking to sign a major?
I mean, I'm not against a major label. You know, I think that a lot of times people do the whole like major label is like the worst thing. You know, once you get there, it's the worst. But I mean, I don't think it's necessarily gonna be like that. But right now, I just like, I'm real happy with the situation I have with me and Rostrum, and how we can just chill and just like kick it and work on music and just talk about music and not really take everything too seriously, you know? Like, don't get me wrong, we're real serious about things, but like, can't take life too seriously.
Right.
So it's like, I'm real happy about the situation. I'm doing what I've always dreamed to be doing, so I don't see the reason to take that step right now. Maybe in the future, maybe in the near future, maybe tomorrow, maybe in 3 months, who knows? But right now, sitting here, I'm cool where I am, so I'll be gravy.
What can we expect from your debut album? Is that in the works, or are you just taking to the mixtape?
Well, like the next project that we're releasing is Best Day Ever, and it's like gonna be, I don't even want to call it a mixtape. Like, it's gonna basically be a free album. It's gonna all original production, all songs. Everything is like a project, but I mean, the album is in the works, and I don't know where we're gonna go with it. Like, if we're gonna try and do a major, if we're gonna release it by ourselves. So that's kind of like up in the air right now. But I kind of like just love taking things day by day. You know, like today I could feel like I want to release an album in 3 months, and then tomorrow I could feel like I never want to release an album. You know, like, so I just kind of take everything day by day.
Now, if that album were to be released, and you could have anybody, producer, artist, like if you had to put a wish list together right now.
I would really, really like to work with Pharrell. I just want to say, just because I want to get in the studio with people, like, cause I play instruments, and like I like to try production. I do a lot of stuff. I've produced like a couple records on all of my projects that I've ever put out. But I kind of just want to get in the lab with someone who's down to like build and go somewhere crazy and just start a song from nothing and just build it. So I'm down to work with like a lot of different types of artists and everything. That's like what I really want, is to just get a playlist of music of myself that I've collabed with everybody. Like, I just did we just dropped this joint with Juicy J and YG. Yesterday we dropped it, and I just did that joint with Freeway, which is like super tight. But I'm kind of just looking to collab with anybody, because I feel like you can collab with all different types of artists, you know? Like, I could, like, if me and Waka did a song, it would make sense, and we could do a song. Like, I don't really think that there's an artist that you can't collab with. Like, you could, if you like music and love and appreciate music, you can go anywhere with it.
There's definitely a lot of hype and buzz around your name, it also brought some haters along the way. If you could say anything to your haters right now, what would it be?
Keep hating. They haven't changed anything, like, to what you know, like, there'll be days where, you know, like, I'll see a bunch of haters and I'll be like, damn, that's crazy that I have like people that get that mad. But like, when you're doing shows and every night you're seeing like 600 people come out that like really support what you do and go hard for you, I don't even care. Like, they could say whatever. I'm gravy. I got my team. I got my people. I'm fine.
I'ma go hard. So far, I've done pretty well for myself. Couple trophies on the shelf, so what else could I want that I don't have yet? Well, a little more cash in my own fast jet, so I can go anywhere. Cali for the kush, cause boy, I know there's plenty there. About to be in music stores everywhere, but not yet. They can't understand my concept.
You're starting the tour California right now.
Yeah.
What are you hoping to do while you're out here?
Get more tattoos. Sorry, Mom. But yes, get more tattoos for sure. Do some shopping and connect with some people out here, definitely. Like, And I hope every show is pretty crazy. Last night was in San Diego. It was like insane craziness. And tonight in LA, I hope it's the same thing. I don't like to say all my shows are gonna be crazy, because then I don't want to like be like, oh, this show's about to be insane. Walk in and people are like, whatever. So yeah, that's gonna be dope. I just want to take in California, because this is like, I went out here for one time, stayed out here for a little bit, but I haven't really like gotten to walk around much and really take in Cali. So that's what I'm doing right now.
Now, when you said tattoos, do you have any in mind that you want?
I'm trying to just finish off. I have like the start of this sleeve right here that I want to finish off, because I actually know the dude that did my first ever tattoo is from Cali. Norm, his name's Norm. My first ever tattoo was the first time I ever came here, and I was like, man, I'm in California, I gotta leave with a tattoo. And I got something right here. And yeah, Norm did it, and I need to go back and see him. So, Norm, if you see this, and I haven't called you yet, I'm coming, man.
Is there anything that you think your fans don't know about
you? Yeah, there's a couple things. One I already said in another interview, but I'll reiterate that I hoop real well. So if anybody ever wants to come and get their money taken in a game of basketball, I got you. Same with Madden and NBA 2K, I got you in that too. And just that, like, my team and I, one thing that we plan on doing with, like, stuff is, like, doing really, like, we're looking and planning for up here, like, I'm doing some crazy things. Like, I want to, like, be able to open up, like, charity organizations and all different types of crazy stuff. I want, like, companies, restaurants. I just really want to do, like, some crazy things that I can look back when this is all said and done and be, like, and I could be proud of what I've done, you know, and really feel like that I've changed something in a good way for years to come.
Any last words?
Yeah, I just got this, I actually forgot the slogan already. I just thought of it like 2 minutes ago.
Fun is for everyone.
Yeah, fun is for everyone. That's my new slogan. And thumbs up. And make sure anyone that watches this goes and checks out the music and check out the artist music that I named. And Twitter.com/Mac Miller. Follow me. We're about to hit 100K soon, so we need you. Thumbs up. And then it's all great. Best day ever coming soon. Best day ever coming soon.
How soon?
Early March. Early March. It's gonna be crazy. That's all I gotta say, man. Quick, shut off before I say something stupid, man.